Were you fortunate enough to meet Muhammad Ali? What are your personal experiences of your time with him?
Yes, I saw Muhammad Ali when I was young. He
Can you hear him?
was preparing for the Henry Cooper fight at Highbury when he was known as Cassius Clay.
Hi guys.
This fast young American that didn't care what he said and was good entertaining the whole place. I was lucky enough to sneak into the Thomas Beckett gym in Northcare Road and watch him.
You don't sound that old.
I had the privilege of meeting him when he wasn't in such good health. He was Lennox Lewis, and it was such a great honour to be in the room with these two great athletes, both talking to each other, both sort of praising each other in a very respectful way. But to see Lennox Lewis at that time was the best heavyweight out there. The respect.
Lennox was great.
I
remember him.
Muhammad Ali was unbelievable, and to hear Ali joke with him, it was just an honour and a privilege to be in the same room with these two great athletes.
You saw him at a time right at the start of his career, before he was the world champion, before he was the greatest. The fight against Henry Cooper might not have gone Ali's way. Cooper put him down at one stage during that fight. What was it about Ali then that made him special? What did he have back then, Kelly, that perhaps other fighters did not?
There, now I can see the TV.
He was the greatest. He was going to be the greatest.
Hey.
I think fighter had to have.
She lit up for you guys.
There's many fighters out in the world that are good,
Cool.
but they're just not great. Ali was something special. He transcended boxing from being a sport, from just being two men in the ring to trying to knock each other out to entertainment. He became the first person, I think, that took boxing to a new level.
Now, it's been a long time, of course, since we saw Muhammad Ali in the ring. Today's generation will have never seen him fight, but boxers, of course, are very well aware of his legacy.
4 a.m.
You promote young fighters now.
It's
What do
4
they think of
a.m.
Muhammad Ali? What do they say about it?
Well, I think everyone knows Muhammad Ali. I've got a 15-year-old daughter, and she phoned me this morning. She went, "Can you believe that Muhammad Ali's dead?" And she's not really a boxing fan, so it shows you that Muhammad Ali. It's very
The
hard
Pope,
to say this because there's not many
Pele,
people that are greater than the actual sport.
and Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali was actually greater than boxing itself. I mean, what he done with the Olympic gold medal at the start of his career was unbelievable. When he didn't agree with the American government's war in Vietnam, the way he stood up for his principles. This was a man of great principles. And, today, listening to stories on the English radio, because I've been listening to it all morning, there was certain things that he'd done that he would never let newspaper people print. And it wasn't just the black community that Muhammad Ali looked after and thought about. He was getting ready for a fight in New York. I'm not sure if it was the Ernie Terrell fight, but he heard about a home for old Jewish people that was going to be closed down in downtown New York, and these people were going to be put out on the street. He stopped training, he got his driver to take him down to the home, and he wrote out a 6-figure check so this home could survive and these people would not be put out in the cold or in the street or be left without any care. I mean, that's an amazing man. And he didn't want any publicity for that. And it's only come to light now since he died. The American journalist felt free to be able to tell this to the world.
And you mentioned what he did.
Yep, there's going to be a lot of them coming out, I bet,
in Rome. It's disputed to some extent, but I think it's become a part of the legend that he was so disillusioned with the way he'd been treated that he threw his gold medal into the Ohio River. Of course, he never saw it again. He was at the 1996 Olympics presented with another gold medal, and of course, that was the last time many of us saw him in such a public capacity, lighting the cauldron at the Atlanta Olympics here, not too far from the studio. Kelly Maloney, thanks very much for your insight.
God bless, Kelly.
Here on the show as we remember the legendary Muhammad Ali.
This is CNN Breaking News. 5:01 on the U.S. East Coast. Let's
Hi, Robin.
welcome our viewers in the United States and around the world.
Yep,
Our special
skinny one.
coverage of the death of Muhammad Ali. I'm George Howell.
And I'm Robin Kerno. The legendary 74-year-old boxer died just a few hours ago at a hospital in Phoenix, Arizona. Muhammad Ali battled Parkinson's disease for more than 3 decades. Now the world is remembering the joy, the character, the fighting spirit that only the man
So what do you
called
think?
the greatest could bring.
Banging the shit out of Emma
It is
Watson.
such a huge loss to sport, but not only sport, to so many people around the world for so many different reasons. Let's bring in our own Don Riddell to talk about.
She's little,
Muhammad
huh?
Ali. You know, when we talk about,
You could like grab her with one hand and
I
just
just
jack
think back
off.
to the context of that time. It's a time when many African Americans were coming out of slavery, coming out of a time where many were considered second-class citizens. But here was a person who stood firmly, who was very proud, and he would say things like, "I am the greatest," or "Look at me, I'm pretty." And these were things that just seemed
Look at
so,
me, I'm pretty.
counter to what was expected of African Americans, but he stood there and he believed in it in the ring. He
Amen,
believed in it in
brother.
his life, and he fought for it.